Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah, dancing on my own. See if you can follow. Got me feeling alive. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs. Every time it's real, real, real. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. I want. Hear me now, I do what I want. Are you ready now? 'Cause it won't be easy. Only get what you work for. Gotta go all out whenever you see me. Don't be wasting my time. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs. Every time let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. I want. Hear me now. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs. Every time let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. I do what I want.
Good morning. What's new, pussycat?
Hi, how are you? What's today? Wednesday? Oh God. Hey, Dis, how you doing? Hey, Helen, how are you? Running Bear, Brittany, SoFlo Mama, Helen Highwater. How's everybody doing? Oh, hey, still in leather. God, it's so weird to be in here at night, you guys. I feel like a fish on a bike or a fish out of water. Even my dog's like, God, what's going on, Mom? I'm confused. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. That feels like it doesn't even feel like Wednesday. It feels like a Monday still to me, but it's almost the end of the week. So that's a good thing. There was somebody did I say hi to SoFlo? I think I did. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys. Kids, I am working on about 2 hours of sleep. Hey, crazy nurse, how are you? Not by design. This was the weirdest thing that happened to me last night. I did my usual. It was about 10 o'clock. I was reading my book. I didn't feel tired. All of a sudden, I was having this crazy dream. Like, I don't even remember what it was now, but it wasn't just the dream. Like I was so deeply asleep between the dream I was having and the sleep paralysis that I was feeling. And it was mainly like I was trying to do something with my hands that I couldn't do. And I woke up like startled as hell. And when I looked at my watch, I kid you not, I expected it to say something like, I mean, I still had my glasses on my face, and I was expecting my watch to say, I figured it was the middle of the night. I thought it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I had only been asleep about 30 minutes. I am absolutely baffled as to, number one, how I fell asleep so fast. Number two, how I was that deeply asleep that I was it was not a pleasant dream either. It was, I mean, I wouldn't call it a night terror, but I do remember that between being so deeply asleep and the sleep paralysis deal I had going on, which I've had that before. That's not something I've never, had, but it was, yeah, it was weird. And I just could not believe that I was like, how did I get that deeply to sleep to have all that going on in 30 minutes? Well, and quite unfortunately, I never could get back to sleep until, by the time I gave up and got out of my bed and came out to the kitchen, it was about, there was one intervening thing before I got up and went into the kitchen. So when I woke up, I was like, well, damn, that was weird. And now I need to go back to sleep. So, within the next couple of hours, I expected to go back to sleep. So as I was laying there, I'm one of these people, like, I go to bed every single night with the TV on, and I set the sleep timer for, I usually do it like when I start to feel myself getting kind of drowsy. I'll set the sleep timer for, I got a new TV, and this one will go up to 4 hours. My other one only did 3. So I was laying there and I thought, I was still kind of groggy. So I thought, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put something on TV that I'm really not that interested in, and I'll just listen to it. It'll just be background noise. Hey, True Texan, how are you? Hi, Jane says. Hey, Deanna. Yeah, famous last words. So what do you think happened? I was on Amazon and I saw something that I had saved in my TV out in the living room. I may or may not have some, let's just say I may or may not get all of my television. I pay for internet. That's what we pay for. But let's just say I have at least 20 HBOs, Showtime, Cinemax. I have every channel in the world known to man. When it's not me, I'm not a techie person, but my husband very much is. And techie geek people, they know how to do that. They we're a big fan of torrents in this house. So I had already saved this in my, what I'll just call my cable queue, for want of a better word. So when I saw it on Amazon, which is what I had on in the bedroom, I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch that. Because, I'm probably not going to. I think when I read the description, clearly I didn't know enough about it, because if I had, I would not have chosen that. So my plan was, I'm just going to turn something on that I just want the background noise. Hey, Kathy P. Well, let me tell you, this was part of my problem why I never did go back to sleep until almost 6 o'clock this morning. And That was The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart. Y'all, it is one of the best series that I have seen since The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. This is fiction. Actually, this is, it was a book. Surprisingly, I had not read this book. It's eight episodes on Amazon. They're about an hour a piece. Susan Sarandon is the lead, and it all takes place in Africa, Australia. You guys, I've always known that Australia is a beautiful country, but oh my God, if it wasn't so damn far away, I would very seriously consider going there. But it's a really, really, really long trip. Wow. I found out about, so I was kind of like, half listening to it, still groggy. By the time it got to about the 20-minute mark, I was wide awake and I said, back it up. And I backed the whole thing up, and I couldn't put it down. I couldn't stop watching it. It is fantastic. And I am on episode 6, and I am halfway through that. So, or am I on 7? I think I'm on 7. There's 7 or 8 episodes. It's fantastic. And it's kind of like it's a little bit of like a mystery. It's hey, Striker Force. Let's just say it's like a generational family saga. A little bit of mystery thrown in there. And Susan Sarandon. I'm sorry, did I say Susan Sarandon? Not her, Sigourney Weaver. And Sigourney Weaver, if I'm not mistaken, she is not from Australia, but she pulls the accent off perfectly. And wherever it is in Australia that it takes place, because you get to see a little bit of everything. You see the gorgeous, the desert. You see the beaches. It's just gorgeous. And wherever it is, the accent is not super thick, because sometimes it can be very, Dis, do you do a good Aussie accent? It can be difficult to kind of like Scottish. I love the way they sound, but I've got Scottish friends, and good Lord, when they are either excited or drinking, that accent gets, I need flashcards. It can be very difficult to understand. So, oh, hey, hi, Kat. You've been watching it? It is great, isn't it? So yeah, I highly recommend that. Even though that is the reason between my falling asleep too fast and too deeply for no less than 30 minutes. And then I had no intention. I didn't even plan on being awake, never mind binging anything. That was 8 episodes, I think. It's at least 7, possibly 8. I can't remember. So yeah, you guys, I'm a little foggy, and I did not sleep at all today. So by about 3 o'clock, well, let's say 3:30. By 3:30, I was kind of at that point where it was like I just couldn't be in my bed anymore. My neck was killing me. I was laying on the heating pad. I was just toss, turn. And by 3:30, I gave up, and I thought, I'm going out on the couch. And I'm just going to make myself a cup of coffee, and I'm just going to commit, and I'm awake for the duration. And it was funny because my husband, we were like two ships passing in the night. I went out into the kitchen and I heard his office door shut. And he was like, "Hi." I said, "Oh, hi." He's like, "What?" Because for me, it's unusual. My husband, it is not unusual for him to be in his office until really late. Not usually that late, but I almost always go to sleep first. So yeah, it was he was far more surprised to see me than I was surprised to see him. But so we chit-chatted for about 15, 20 minutes. And I said, "Well, I've been watching this series. It's really good. Do you wanna watch it? Because I don't care. I'll start it from the beginning." And he's like, "No, I've got an appointment in the morning and I need to go to bed." So by 4 o'clock, I was having my first cup of coffee sitting on the couch, and I watched another, probably another one and a half, and it was not quite 6 o'clock when I felt myself. Of course, I was like, oh, naturally, at when I would normally be close to the time I'm getting up, I'm just going to bed. And I slept until, well, I got up before 9. I know that. Um, so yes, I'm tired. And I did some things that I needed to do, and I I had watched episode 2 of 90 Day last night, but when I finished it last night, they brought they only brought on was it one? I think one couple that I hadn't seen in the first episode. So I did do, let's see, who do we have here? Mary and Brandon. And then we've got Holly and Wayne, Julio and Kirsten, and Kenny and Armando. So I think what we're going to do is, because I told everybody I made the thumbnail days ago. Y'all, if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't want to flake out on you guys, I would have moved this. But I hate doing that. Like when I don't like to do that. I try not to flake, but I'm not feeling it because I'm tired. And Helen, okay, so I love Kenny and Armando too. Have y'all watched it? You know, this, I'm kind of feeling like the last time I decided to do this, I'm kind of feeling like I did the last time. And that is, if we could watch it, I would, I wouldn't talk about any of these other people. I would do all this reality stuff. But, oh, hell yes, crazy nurse. Do you vote for tomorrow? Listen, y'all, I'm looking for any excuse right now. Any excuse for you guys to give me a hall pass. And here's the problem. It is just, it's so daunting doing this way. This is two, well, it's not 2 full pages. It's 1.5. And that was me holding back. Hey, Diamond Cutter. Oh, Diamond Cutter says tomorrow's better for her too. Because I had said to Diamond Cutter, hey, I'm going to do this. I texted her this morning. I said, because I know Diamond Cutter watches all these. So I said, hey, if you want to come on by and shoot the shit with me, talk about one couple, no couple, all couples, feel free. Come on over. I'll give you the link. Nonsense. You think there's a way to do it? I'll tell you what. Okay, let me write that down. Cinnamon Toast Ken. Because y'all, it really is and these people are nut jobs. I mean, we could go over just one couple. By a show of hands, how about crazy nurses decorating for fall? Oh God, I haven't managed to get motivated to do that yet. Y'all, Halloween is my jam. I love doing Halloween far more than Christmas, and I have buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets of Halloween, and that does not stop me from buying more shit every Halloween. Cinnamon Toast Ken. Okay, I wrote that down. Because honestly, y'all, this is just going to be such a commitment and so daunting to do this. If I can only do it by notes. I mean, because not only do I have to watch it, and I don't just watch it once. I have to watch it twice, because I watch it just to watch it. And then I have to watch it again to do notes, because I can't follow along and be trying to do the notes at the same time, because I need to watch it, and then, at least I have a little bit of background on, oh, well, yeah, that's kind of important. So yeah, there's a few places in here where I've got direct quotes, because, these people, most of them are hot messes. My favorite couple, well, they're the ones who will probably be a one and done, because they're far too normal. If you want to tell me who you think that might be, tell me who you think I cannot stand the most? Let's just say they're quite young. But you know what we did the other day that I loved? Rich Life of Road Trips. Savage, I need your help, girl. Savage, I know, or Jenny Jen. Somebody has got all tons of Rich Life of Road Trips, his previous streams, because Rich doesn't have a channel anymore. Not that I can find. Yeah, nonsense. If you figure it out, let me know, because I did quite a bit of looking around before I had to resort to doing it this way, and I just couldn't. It was hard to find any content that wasn't, TLC's their channel. I am going to look at this guy, this Cinnamon Toast Ken. But doing Rich, I loved that. And I think everybody liked that. That was fun. See, Rich, trust me, Richard is just as good, if not better, than these reality show people. I mean, Rich, I meant it when I told you I will pay your phone bill. So hit me up, slide into my DMs, Richard. We'll get that jitterbug phone back. We'll get that thing back fired up. Now listen, I don't know if I'm going to buy you what the hell did he want? An iPhone 12 Max Pro. But you got to realize that stream, that was old. But I know Savage has got all kinds of stuff from Rich. I think Jenny does too. probably lots of people from the Boyd. You were, who was on the phone? Crazy Nurse, who the hell were you on the phone with for that long? Oh, hell no. Yeah, Kathy Pease, I have always heard that they are the one for sure that does not play, is any of these reality show people. So if we can figure out a way to do it, I absolutely will. But to have to do it like this, I just feel like it's going to be so daunting. It's going to be such a time commitment. But I would love suggestions of other people like Rich that we could, hey, Fit and Curvy. I mean, what do I do? Like Google, I mean, search in the queue for what? Hot mess? Oh, locals. We need to do a little more looking into that. Oh, and guess what? This is interesting. Did I tell you guys that I had that my husband came home several weeks ago and showed me a picture and said that my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, their dog they had forever. I think he was 13 or 14 when they had to put him to sleep. It's been over a year. And, the kids are all out of the house and grown. And, well, they missed having a dog. And not only did they decide to get not one, they got two golden doodle puppies. We have another, I'm going to say in-law, but it's my brother-in-law's, his immediate family. So they're not really in-laws to me, but listen, the family's huge. So everybody's an in-law. In-laws, outlaws, you get the picture. So I think I mentioned that my husband showed them to me and I was like, oh my God, they're so cute. And he said, oh yeah, they wanted to know if we wanted one. I told him no. I'm like, no, we do. He's like, no. My husband, we had an Australian Shepherd. Nonsense, is yours a blue Merle? Because I think you have a blue Merle. I had a blue Merle. He was the best dog. He did not live a long life. We had to put him down at, I think he was 7. He wasn't quite yet 8. It was super sad. He got what is the canine equivalent of Lou Gehrig's disease. It was, my eyelashes will float right off my face. I can't go there. But that's my husband. Just he loves. He said, "Hey, Mama Bear, no, you don't need to go back, girl. We're gonna revisit this. Nobody's like, I'm working on 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep in the last 24. So no, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. But anyway, my husband's like, no, we'll get another dog when we have the other dog that we have. And he's a little dog. He's a Bichon, and they live a lot longer. So he's crossed with a Catahoula. Oh my God, he's so pretty. See, he looked just like my baby. At any rate, so my husband said, we'll get when Bob goes off to, meet his brother. He said, we'll get another one. But, it's one of those things. It's like, everybody who has pets, when you want to go out of town, you know what it is. It's like it's a production. You've got to find people to especially when you've got more than one animal. So it's kind of like, do we really want to start all over again? Now, my husband's always said, no, once the dogs are done, they're done. We're not getting any more. He always says that the cats will outlive him. I'm like, well, I hope not. But so yes, he showed me the picture of the puppies and said, no. I told him no. I said, well, you didn't even consult me before you told him no. And he came home today and he said, oh, did I tell you they still have 2 of those puppies? And I said, no. He said, yeah, and the prices dropped. He said, but they're not blonde. They're the chocolate color. I like the chocolate color. I mean, I like them all. That would be that's the dog I would choose, is a doodle. I just think they're the best of, I've never had a standard poodle and I've never had a golden retriever. However, I know people who have had both and they are both, believe it or not, standard poodles are known to be amazing dogs, fantastic dogs. They're smart, they're loyal, everything. So to marry them, and my God, I've already seen the 2 litter mates of the dark ones. So when my husband said, yeah, and let's just say they're motivated to find these. Well, they're not on clearance yet, but Neiman Marcus, when they start sales, the first time it's marked down, it's called first call. The second time it's marked down, it's second call. I think we have third call, and then we go to last call. Last call is rock bottom for Neiman Marcus, still overpriced for a normal store. But so let's just say these dogs, they're not at last call yet. They're definitely at first call. Seems like they might be approaching second call. And I was like, ooh, listen, y'all, I don't raise good dogs. Okay. I raised a fine human. Dogs, no. I don't know what it is. I'm not good at it. Like my husband, he's great. Like he had the Aussie, that dog was housebroken, crate trained within, it was not long. Now, of course, it helps that an Aussie, they are incredibly smart dogs. But, I'm the kind, like the dog, it meets me and it knows within 10 minutes that she's going to be really easy to manipulate. Yep, she's not going to be the disciplinaire. No, I'm the one going, he sounds so sad. He's lonely in the crate, blah, blah, blah. So, my husband knows that if the dogs get to last call, I just can't help but think that there's got to be some reason that he mentioned this to me. Because, like, what are you trying to do? Torment me? Like, why do you keep telling me? Oh, yeah, they still got it. Oh, yep, they've even dropped in price. It's like, I don't know if he's waiting for me to co-sign that check. He can't be. I mean, I already said, yes, we'll take them. We'll give them a good home. Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to happen. But I tend to think that he must be softening somewhat. Because like I said, why would he tell me otherwise? So, I don't know. We may have a new... I don't think it would be out of the question to think that, I don't know. Oh, nonsense. My husband says we live in a petting zoo. Really. We're down to 3 cats and 1 dog. We had 3 cats and 2 dogs. And my husband is, like, honestly, there was many a day he comes home from work and looks around. Well, first he walks in the house and now I know I don't usually talk about politics and this is a joke, so nobody get offended. Yeah, he'll walk in the house and there's 3 cats draped across the couch and the dog's in his bed upside down like this. And my husband will walk in and he'll be like, my God, this, like, are all these animals Democrats? Somebody's got to pull this wagon. I guess that's my job. I'm like, ding, ding, ding. Yes, you are. Yes, sir. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, but yeah, he has said many a time, nobody needs to have this many animals. This is strange. Why do we have all of these? I'm like, you know very well why we have all of them. How many times we're gonna have to go over this? You know, 1 cat turned into 5, which became 3, and it was 1 dog. 1 dog. The little one that's still with us, he was a 40th birthday present. Well, I'm 53, so you can, he's been around a while. So, yeah, and then the cats. So, yeah, and he definitely has said many times that the cats are going to outlive him. I mean, usually he says something along the lines of, "Don't worry, you and the cats are very well provided for." Like, we thank you. I'm like, don't say that. God, my husband's always joking around about shit like that. I'm like, stop saying that. You don't know. He's like, well, you've got longevity on your side, and it's true. My grandmother lived to be 100. My mom, but that doesn't mean shit. But you know, my mom is 70. My mom's going to be 76 in about 2 months, and you would not know it by looking at her, and she probably is, hopefully, God willing. I mean, I don't know though. I don't know if I want to be 100. Talk to me, and well, you know, as long as modern medicine keeps, and that does include injectable fun medicines, you know, like filler and Botox and shit like that. You know, as long as we can fight Father Time back, well, I'm game. But yeah, I don't know. I thought, my goodness, there's got to be some reason he mentioned those dogs. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't mention things that are not in the realm of, maybe he thinks that if he takes one of those puppies that I'll take that Porsche Panamera off the table. No, of course I got a better chance of getting the dog. Oh, all right, kids. Well, I'm oh yes, and they are all inside pets. They do not, none of them are outside animals. So I'm glad that nobody's crying that we're not going to do this tonight. And I'm sorry. I'm just wiped, absolutely wiped out. And now I need to take that. That was my son calling me. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We will, hey, Bama G, how are you? Wow, 96. That's amazing. I am, yeah, exactly, crazy nurse. I think tomorrow I've got a lot going on. I've got family coming over in the afternoon. So, oh, and then the next day's Friday. We will be here Friday. Jesus, I sound like Betty. Me and Bob will be here Friday. I really am not having a board meeting with a bunch of, like, you know, my own shadow people that live in my up here. So I'll be here Friday, and we'll probably do a little bit of Rich Life of Road Trips. Savage, can you, if you've got some good some of Richard's greatest hits, can you send me an email or leave? I need to figure out how to get in touch with. I'll email you, but I think Savage she's not as bad as me. I don't think about checking her email, but I don't think she checks it religiously. But we're gonna figure that out. And listen, by all means, if you guys come across somebody or you know about somebody, in the meantime, we'll just plug away, talking about whatever. I know that Richard's got at least that one channel. There's still a few more Richard streams. Don't you worry. We'll figure this out. Listen, there's no shortage of stuff to talk to. It's just these reality shows are just tough because it's really like you got to go old school with it, and it's a big time commitment. So, all right, kids. So go watch. What did I say that was called? The Lost Flowers. The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart. It's fantastic. I'm going to go finish it and hopefully go unconscious for, a good 8 hours would be lovely. I think that'll probably happen. So, all right, y'all. I thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me just for a little bit. I do appreciate it. And I'm sorry that we had to veer from the plan. But I'll see you on Friday, and I will be well rested, and we will laugh, and we'll do fun things on Friday during the day too. Nights are not good for me. Not that this is really night, for God's sake. It's not even 7. All right. I will see you on Friday, possibly tomorrow, but I don't think so. Definitely Friday. All right, everybody. Have a great night, and I will see you soon.
Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah, dancing on my own. See if you can follow. Got me feeling alive. Watch me go. Lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs. Every time it's real, real, real. I do what I want. It won't be easy, only get what you work for. Gotta go all out, whenever you see me. Don't be wasting my time. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Break the signs, every time. Let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want.
Good morning. What's new, pussycat?
Thought that you should know